Hi, lovies! Annie Lissers has been studying these candles for left and right. It's taken me a while. If you have high expectations of me, darling, you need to lower your standards. Anyways, if that interests you, I've gotten 14, 15. Oh gosh, here we go. Can't count. Anyways, if that interests you, here we go! Thank you again for clicking, or if you're new here, thank you so much for clicking on my video and into my channel. I invite you to hit the subscribe button and become part of my YouTube family. Auntie Lissers needs all the nieces and nephews I can get. And if no one's told you today that they love you, I love you. Jesus loves you. So pass it on. I got that from Gardening with Skinny Boy Randy. I don't think he'll mind if I steal that. So I'm going to say that every video now. Because there's enough darkness in the world. The more love we spread, the better things are going to get. Now, let's get into the counting with Auntie Lissers. Oh, it's going to be a challenge. There's 14. Maybe. I should have done 16 candles, but I only have 14. That I picked here that I've just been I've burned them like 4 or 5 times. So some of them are good, some of them, they've kind of failed the test. I did check the website today, and Goose Creek candles are at $10.99. So that is one of the better deals that I've seen on them. I hadn't placed my Bath & Body Works order. I'd probably place an order today. I absolutely love those new fruity jars, not the scents, but the jars that are out now, and they're just gorgeous, and they would go with my theme in the room that I'm in now. But I placed a Bath & Body Works order, so that one's going to have to wait. Maybe I'll get them on clearance. We're going to jump on in, and we are going to start off with number 14. 12, 13, 14. Yes, okay. 14. Ice Cream Sundae. Unfortunately, this just did not burn well for me. There's just, it's the vanilla probably. I just don't get much out of it. I don't get much chocolate. Maybe on the first burn it did the best. The notes on him are creamy ice cream, vanilla, chocolate, and caramel. Absolutely no caramel whatsoever. I would definitely not repurchase this unless the formula is redone. Coming up next, this one surprised me because I loved it on cold. Still do, is the Cake Batter Blondie. It's just a plain white jar. Not a whole lot of effort in the jar, and not a whole lot of effort in the candle. So the notes on this one is buttercream blondie, caramel, sugary cream, and vanilla cake. So once again, that vanilla scent, I have not found a good vanilla candle out of all my collection. So if you've got one that has a good throw on it, let me know. But I burned him again yesterday since he was going in last place. And he does have a little throw. He might be at a 3. You can smell him, but most of the time I forget him when he's in the room with me. And definitely not a repurchase. I wouldn't even think about it. The next one was disappointing to me, because I forget this one is in the room too. And the strawberry jam was so on point, I thought I'd go ahead and get another strawberry candle from Goose Creek and see if that's kind of their strawberry themed note that they have through their candles. But on first burn of strawberry sponge cake, pretty jarred. He was good as soon as you lit him. It was insta candle. That's what I call them now. As soon as you hit the wick with the flame, boom, like you smell it. And it still has a good scent on cold, but unfortunately the throw is about a 3. And most of the time I forget that he's in the room. Again, the notes on strawberry sponge cake is strawberry cake, cream cheese icing, lemon, vanilla, and buttercream. Just doesn't come through. I don't really even get the lemon either. No. Maybe a little. Yeah, the candles get a little bit better. And number 11 has a good throw on it. I should have burned it again one more time. It's Sugared Sands. The throw is good. I would say between maybe 6 and a 7. But it just smells like any candle I've ever had in my life. It just has a generic kind of smell to a candle. One I could get at Big Lots for a lot cheaper, one on sale. Years ago, I got like the big jars, the 24-ounce jars at Michael's for like $3, and I thought I hit the jackpot. They might even been 75 cents. But it was a different lifetime ago. Okay, so Sugared Sands. The top notes are pink amber, sugary vanilla. There's that vanilla again. The mid note is strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry. That's why I bought the candle, but I do not get that. And the base is sandalwood and warm sunshine. Okay. Maybe it's the sandalwood that makes it smell like, I call it a generic candle, but maybe that sandalwood is primarily what I'm getting when I get it. It's a sandalwood that is sticking out to me, and it's just not something I gravitate for, and it's probably a scent that's in a lot of candles, so this would be a pass for me. 10, and this surprised me, Limoncello Cupcake. It is a good throwing candle. I would give it about a 6 or a 7. I've just come to learn that lemon candles are just not my vibe. Gorgeous jar. Okay, so he's no longer available. I don't think the Ice Cream Sundae is available either. So, oh, well, darn the bad luck. Anyways, the prominent notes on this one is vanilla pound cake. There's the vanilla again. Lemon, orange, and creamy icing. I don't really get any orange off of it. No, I really do get the lemon. And it's a nice candle. It's just not something that, it's in the kitchen. That's where I will put it. And next time I do this, I'm going to get sticky so I can put numbers on them so I don't have to keep counting every time because I can't remember what number we're on. Number 9 is Tiki Beach. All right. Tiki Beach. It's very fruity. It's got like, it's more of a, I get a tangerine smell from this. But let's see what the notes say. It's got a good throw. It's about a 6 or a 7 again. And it's just more of a fruity scent. And it's just not I'm just not a fruity girl. I have learned that about myself. I have learned so much about myself and what I like since I've been doing candles. So, is anybody else like that? I know one of my nieces are because we talked about that. So the notes on Tiki Beach are mango, lychee, coconut, and beechwood. Not a tangerine in there. Always get a second opinion. Yeah, I kind of get maybe a tangerine and a peach. I probably am picking up that mango because I'm not always. I love a mango margarita. Oh, but that's a different story. Would I repurchase him again? No. Just I like having him in my collection, but one and done. So moving on. Coming in number 7 is peanut butter crisp. His top note is peanut butter notes, hot cocoa, chocolate pieces, and vanilla is the mid note, and the base is sugar cereal notes and powdered sugar. You absolutely smells like Reese's peanut butter cereal. I've actually burned him while I was eating the cereal too. That's always fun. But I had a problem with him. But it was definitely not Goose Creek's problem. It's the anti-lizard's problem. I trimmed his wicks way too short, and then I couldn't get them to burn. So I had to put him on the top burner, and then I had to finally pour, which on the warmer I did get, but the warmer's in the kitchen, so he's got a lot more ways to travel, but he did throw very well even on the warmer. And I think I get more sense from burning them versus the warmer. But I'm not burning them in the same room, so they really can't make a test. Okay, peanut butter crisp. I would definitely repurchase this one. Now that I am burning it, it's a strong throw. It's about a 7 or an 8. I would recommend it if you like the smell of Reese's Peanut Butter Cup breakfast cereal. Not the cups themselves. It smells like the cereal. It is in stock, and they are $10.99 today, as I mentioned earlier. And then at number 6 is Coffee House. His top notes are fresh brewed coffee, warm chocolate. I do get some chocolate from it, but I do get a lot of chocolate from a lot of coffee candles. They're in the same family. The mid notes are soft caramel and cocoa bean. I thought I got some creaminess from this. And the base is vanilla cream, hazelnut, and milk. Once again, and I just went and sniffed them. Once again, I'm comparing this one to brown sugar latte. I'm so glad I got brown sugar latte. But these are this is more of a brown sugar latte than it is Paris Cafe. And I didn't expect that. I expected it to be more of a strong black coffee. But with the notes in it, now it makes sense. It did not perform well in my dining room, which is living room and kitchen all together. I guess open concept. But mine kind of takes a turn. There's like half a wall. Anyway. But when I burned him in the bedroom, which is where I compare all the candles from, is the bedroom. He's got a real strong throw. Matter of fact, I burned him a couple days ago, and I was in the shower, and I poked my head out to do something. And anywho, I was Swirl. Okay. So when I put my head out, I could smell him from the bedroom, even from the shower. I'm like, what? But anyways, yeah, so I really do like him. I would repurchase this one if I ran out of him. So, but Annie Lister's has so many candles, it's probably going to be a while before I need another coffee candle. But not so fast. I'm going to compare them all. I got 2 more to get from Goose Creek. I want to get that Irish cream, and I want to get the Turkish coffee. So we're going to compare them all. I really like coffee scents. I do like coffee, but I'm not a coffee drinker, just occasionally. So, moving on. Otherwise, we'll be here all day long. Yes, and when I do these videos, it does take me like 10 hours. It's utterly ridiculous. It takes Auntie Lizzers forever to get ready because I have to contour and do all kinds of makeup. But anywho, we're doing reviewing candles, and I'm going to stay on task. Now, I think I'm going to put up a video a little bit later on, and I'll put it up in a couple days so I don't crowd your timeline. But I'm just going to put up what I've been burning. Anybody interested in that? We'll see. Anyways, the next one is a candied pretzel, and I have to give this up. Oh, what number are we on? 5. Maybe I can count now. I love the jar, the pink and the blue. It's so cute with the little pretzels. Mine initially came broken, and Goose Creek was so kind to send another one. So I asked my husband when he came home from work. I had this one going because it's so strong. I'm like, surely he'll be able to smell the pretzel. So he walks in the room. I'm like, what's that candle smell like? And he's like, I don't like it. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, well, what's it smell like? And he said, paint. And I'm like, paint? How in the world? It smells like dough. I'm like, oh, and then I'm like, does it smell like paint kind of in a big gay way? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, it's me! Spicy hot! All right, so his notes are soft pretzel, white chocolate, sea salt, and whipped vanilla. I primarily just get the bakery note of pretzels. It smells like you're going next to those Annie M's pretzels. Is that what the name was? Probably not. But and it's a very strong throw, between an 8, 9, and a 10 maybe, because I can smell this throughout the whole house. So kudos to this one. I would recommend it if you like the smell of pretzels. I think what I would have liked to seen with this though would be instead of the vanilla bakery note, maybe put a chocolate note, but I think then it would have been closer to one of those other candles. But still recommended. It is in stock. Now, coming up, number 4. Sad. This was going to be my number 1 candle. I actually was going to film Wednesday. I was already made up and everything. And I got in here in the camera and I looked at my hair and it was just such a hot mess. And I said, I got to recurl it. And then by that time, my back gave out on me. So here I am today. Okay, I'll quit rambling. Espresso Cake Pop. And I'm glad that happened. Because I said, I'm going to burn him one more time just to make sure that he gets the number 1 spot. And when I burned him, I got nothing from him. Nothing whatsoever. It's like, what happened to my perfect candle? Okay, so let's talk about his notes. It's vanilla cake batter, espresso beans, and vanilla frostings and sprinkles. I really do get the cakiness and the chocolate from this, and just a hint of coffee to it. That's why I really liked it. This was going to be my favorite candle. Now, I'm wondering if I did this to myself, because I think I only burned him maybe 2 hours at a time and then put him out, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I love this candle so much. I just want to keep it, you know. I don't want to burn it too much. Hello, darling. Anybody want to see Puppy? Hold on. Interrupt our video with an appearance from Miss Gabriella. Hello, peoples. Put your ears up. She is getting so big, and she was like completely red, and then all of a sudden her back is coming to get dark again. She's something. She's getting so big. She is 7 months old now. That's still a baby. Oh, do you love your mama? Do you love your mama? All right. Run along, darling. Yes, I'm like this in real life. I can go into a room and know what I'm going in there for, and then I get in the room and I'm like, why am I in here? It's all day, every day. Anyways, back to Espresso Cake Pop. So, I had burned him probably more than 5 times. So I'm like, okay, since I wasn't getting anything from him, I said, let me do a test. So he had pulled a lot. So I poured him all out. I poured him into one of those molds that you can make wax melts with. And when I did, I waited a couple of hours and I burned him again. Probably cut his wicks too short, go figure. I waited a couple hours and then I burned him, and then boom, candle was back. So what I'm thinking, and correct me if I'm wrong, or if you know, let me know. But I'm thinking what happened is that the wax didn't have a chance to evaporate. So the wax the scent that was already in there the essential oils had already been burned out of it. So I'm thinking that might be some of the problems that we're having with it. I've got more candles in there, and I want to do a test on those too. Because my tiramisu, that one kind of not very smelly now either. So I'll have to give you a test, and I'll let you know later on if that works, and so on and so forth. Okay, now, if you want to know what Espresso Cake Pop smells like, look no further than Java Chip Oreos. Espresso Cake Pop. This smells just like that taste. And these are pretty good, by the way. They're pretty strong. They're not, if you don't like coffee, you won't like them. 3 to go. I should be able to count down. Number 3. I'm pulling this one in from the last haul I did. So he doesn't really go with this countdown, but I'm putting him in here anyways because I love him so much. And now he went above the Espresso Cake Pop. Espresso Cake Pop was going to be better than chocolate swirl bread. Oh, I love this candle. I pulled it out just because I just wanted to burn it kind of next to Espresso Cake Pop, or put it up against it, because they're kind of similar. Oh, I just love this one. And chocolate swirl bread's notes are fresh baked bread. Okay, melted chocolate, sugar, butter, and cinnamon. Oh, I wanted to tell you this. This was funny. I had this one burning, and I couldn't hardly smell it. And then maybe an hour went by, and then I'm like, okay, I'm picking up something. I'm like, okay, well, there's the cinnamon out of the candle. And I'm like, but gosh, it doesn't smell like it did. It's just that it had that strong, like, kind of chocolatey, deep espresso, what I got from him before. I'm like, it's kind of gone. It kind of smells like gingerbread. And I walked over and I looked at the package. And gingerbread donut burning. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is something any listeners would do. Coming in at number 2 is maple butter. I love this candle all day, every day. Maple butter, spice vanilla. Beautiful, gorgeous candle. You do really get a caramel scent to it. Oh. I highly recommend it, and I'm sure it's, let me double check, make sure it's in stock. He's still in stock. He was pretty new, so. His top notes are warm malted maple. Mid is melted melted butter, sugar crystals, and the base is twisted vanilla and light spice. Love, love, love this candle. If I go get a donut, I will get a maple donut every time. I love pancakes. Who doesn't? Anyway, highly recommend it, and I absolutely love it, and I would love to add another one to my collection. So I love anything pancakes. So number 1. I just don't know how they did it. And it probably isn't my favorite candle, but I've got to put it in strawberry jam at number 1 because I do not know how they made this homemade smelling strawberry jam candle. If I had strawberry jam on the stove, it would smell exactly like that. I promised you guys I was going to make strawberry jam. And the strawberries are in the refrigerator. Not today. Oh, it won't be today. Annie Lister's back is already given out. That's why I'm not up here all the time. Anywho, his notes are strawberries, leaves, and raspberry. Oh, I didn't know that. And on the website, there's something different. His notes are juicy strawberries, fruit blend, sugary jam, and light green leaves. And if you watched me before, I said, what do light green leaves on strawberries smell like? So I went out and smelled my strawberry plants. And they don't smell like anything. But maybe the tops of the strawberry smell. I'll have to sniff that. I'll get back with you. So that wraps up my Goose Creek haul for today, or my last haul for today, and ranking them all and giving you my thoughts and opinions. I certainly hope you've enjoyed. If you're still with me, let me know which candles that if you have them, which ones you like, which ones interest you the most, and if you disagree with me, because everybody has an opinion. I mean, I watch reviews and 15 people will say 15 different things. So always get a second opinion. Until next time, which won't be so long because I got Bath and Body Works coming. Oh, I got all my points used. I got to start getting receipts again. Anyways, until next time, I love y'all. And bye for now.
Thanks so much for watching, and you come back real soon. You don't ever visit